The movie starts at an elderly people's home, where a man named Mr. Feldstrom forcefully trying to enter. The security attempts to stop him, but he throws a fire extinguisher at them. Soon, the other guards come and neutralize the man. Feldstrom is now at the court, complaining to the judge that Marla Grayson has stopped him from meeting his mother. She has made her legal guardian, stating that his mother has dementia and other mental illnesses. She even stripped him of his legal right to take care of his mother, saying negligence. She even takes control of her financial assets, which she uses to pay herself. Now Marla speaks in her defense, saying that his mother needs special care as recommended by her doctor. Sometimes old people can't take care of themselves. They need someone to look after even if they don't want to. She has taken her financial assets as her son only cared for her inheritance and didn't take care of his mother, even though she needed special care, and she paid herself for taking care of people's needs. She asks the judge to rule in her favor, as she believes that her mother's best interest is being served while her son tries to break into the faculty. The judge agrees and rules in her favor. Outside the court, she meets with her partner Fran, where Feldstrom comes and threatens her, saying he wishes she gets killed. He spit at her. Marla is now angry at it, saying if he does this, the consequences will be severe. She gets back to her office. She has been doing this for a long time, saying some old person needs care, and she becomes their legal and financial guardian, and she makes lots of money from this. She gets a call from her associate, Sam Rice. He says that one of the patients has died. Marla is unhappy because she has lost one of his money-making assets. But Sam says there is good news. There's a new free room. Marla now starts to look for a client. She, with Fran, meets with Dr. Karen Amos, who always provides them with new patients. She says she has an amazing client with no children, no relatives, and huge wealth. But she will tell them if they sell him a company share. They agree, so she gives it a file. It is an old woman named Jennifer Peterson. Fran researches her routine and lifestyle. They conclude she will be an amazing candidate for their care. So they send Dr. Karen to the court, where she testified that Jennifer's mental health is not good. So she needs a guardian, as there is no one to look after her. The judge asks Marla if she can take care of her. She, with some drama, says yes. Marla, with a court order, goes to Jennifer's house and shows it to her, saying she is now her legal guardian. But Jennifer is confused, as she has never made any court appearances and she is in perfect health. Marla replies that her doctor has recommended emergency basics. She even subtly threatens her with the cops, saying she must follow the court's order. She brings Fran, who is helping Jennifer, to pack a bag. She is reluctant but forced to go with them. They bring her to Sam's faculty, where she is welcomed generously. Marla says she is her friend and she can call her at any time. She asks her phone to save her number, but she takes and gives the nurse. She says it is faculty's policy and she can have it when she wants. She now starts to take all her things and auction, while Jennifer is trying to leave and wants to make outside contact, but stops by the employee of the faculty. Marla searches the whole house and she finds a hidden key. When she reaches the bank vault, she opens it and takes out some of her belongings and a book. Inside the book, she finds some diamonds. One day a man, Alexei, comes to Jennifer's house and finds a for sale sign and some people painting on the house. He knocks on the door and says he has a taxi for Jennifer. Fran opens the door and says that she has moved. So Alexei prepares to leave. Fran asks who sent him, but he leaves without any answer. A mob boss named Roman is buying some cupcakes. He then enters the car and goes to the parking lot. When Alexei comes and says that Jennifer is not at her house, someone at the house says that she moved. Roman asks if she tries to find out where she might be, but Alexei is silent. So Roman now brings out a gun and says that she only meets her mother one day in a month. So he now has to find out where she is. Alexei leaves. Marla tells Fran that she finds the diamond and Jennifer might be hiding some truth about herself. Fran asks what she will do with the diamond. She tells Diamond is now there. Alexei meets with Roman. He gathers information on her mother. She is now at a care facility by court order, as her doctor deemed her unfit. Roman wondered how this happened. Well, he shows him the picture of Marla, saying she did all this as she is now her legal and financial guardian. Roman is angry, orders him to use their lawyer Dean and sort this out legally. Dean, the lawyer, meets with Marla, and he is a representative of her client Jennifer Peterson. But Marla says she did not have any representative and now she is in her care. Dean says she knows her game for those clients is a cash cow, but he did not have any problem with her. But Jennifer is off limits. But she won't budge, saying she is just following court orders. But Dean tells Jennifer about some powerful friends who can make her life miserable. He even subtly threatens her. But Marla, now more determined, denies, saying she won't free her. Dean then shows her 150 grand, but she counters with 5 million. Dean says she can do only 300 grand, but Marla doesn't accept. Dean leaves, saying it's her worst mistake. Marla tells all this to Fran. She thinks they should take the money, as they may be the mafia and want the diamonds. But Marla says she won't let her go, and she will ask Jennifer who she really is. She visits the faculty and asks how Jennifer is. The nurse replies she always wants to make calls and is trying to leave, so they have increased her dose. Then Marla meets with Jennifer, and she is still asking for her phone. Marla asks Jennifer about the lawyer Dean. She asks her what is today's date, and upon hearing she laughs and says to Marla that she is dead. Marla then tells her about the diamond and asks her to reveal her true identity. She calls her a robber and says she won't say a thing until she gets her cell phone. Marla threatens her, saying she controls her well-being because she can make her life miserable. She tells her to bring it on. She goes to Sam and orders her to make her life hard. Roman goes to the bank and searches the vault and finds the diamonds are empty. Dean at the family court asking for immediate release of Jennifer, saying that she has been taken against her will, and accuses her of conspiring with Dr. Karen to put her at the care faculty to make money from her. As proof, he presents a statement by one of Karen's employees. But Marla says that the employee is not impartial, as Karen has fired her for being bad at her job. So she is having a vendetta. Now in return, she asks Dean for proof that he is her attorney. But Dean says she is sent by Jennifer's close friend who wants to remain anonymous. But the judge rules against him, saying he needs to first prove that he is appointed by Jennifer. Roman is now angry with Dean. He decides to take care of it himself. Fran investigates and finds that the real Jennifer is dead a long time ago. The Jennifer they have has stolen her identity. Alexis, with 2 guards, visits the care, saying they need a tour of the facility for their father. Sam shows them around when Alexis says her father's friend Jennifer lives in the factory, so if they can say hello to her. But Sam says she is very ill and needs approval from her legal guardian to grant them a visit, and tries to call her. So they electrocute Sam, but one of the residents sees this and warns everyone. An employee calls Marla about the situation. Alexis and his associates search the place and found her. Outside, the guard starts a gunfight. One of the men gets shot, but another one is able to shoot the guard but gets knocked out accidentally. Alexis, with Jennifer, takes the gun and asks the guards to open the door where he will shoot. She and Jennifer get out when Marla and Fran come and knock out Alexis. Jennifer is running towards the car but is taken by the guards. Cops also start arriving, so Roman leaves the place. Roman now calls a friend, saying he needs help. Dr. Karen is in his office, finds a mysterious woman. Marla at her gym gets news that Dr. Karen is dead in mysterious circumstances. Marla goes to Fran. She is already packing her bags, saying Jennifer is too good to be true. There's always something. But Marla says he won't give up. But Fran won't listen to her, so she calls the office and says they should lay low for a few days. She then visits Jennifer and asks who is the man who tried to free her. She says she will be next as she hears what happened to Dr. Karen. If she is free, there may be a chance she will be alive. Marla says she won't quit. She will drain all her money and keep her here until she is dead. Jennifer gets up and starts to choke her. She shows this to the judge and says she is now becoming completely mad and needs to go to psychiatric care. The judge concerns rules in her favor. She has been placed at the psychiatric ward. She is now taking care of the diamonds. She is talking to Fran, saying they should have their passport in any case. Fran says she will take that from the house. Marla is in her car when she is hit by dirt and faints when a woman comes and pushes her on the trunk. Fran is attacked by a masked man at their house. At a desert bound by a chair, Marla wakes up. Roman uses various methods to threaten her, but she won't budge. She says she knows about them and she will give them the diamond and her mother in exchange for $10 million. Roman calls her brave but stupid. She says what would he do by getting rich if he doesn't get his mother and the diamonds? Roman orders his man to kill her and make it look like an accident. They faint. Marla and Roman leave. They put alcohol in her, takes her into the car, and pushes the car off at the cliff. She wakes up while crashing the car and falls in the water. She frees herself and gets out of the water. She arrives at a petrol pump. She takes some clothes and some food. She wears new clothes and writes the number plate of Roman's car. She asks the cashier to use his phone in exchange for money. She calls Fran, but she won't pick up. She warms herself and asks the cashier for a cab. She takes the cab and arrives at their house. She finds a door is broken inside, and Fran is unconscious, and takes Fran to one of their unsold properties, where she treated Fran and she regains consciousness. They gather and freshen up. Marla shows her the number plate that says if she wants, they can leave, but they will always be in hiding for the rest of their lives, or they can take revenge. Fran decides to get revenge. She searches the number plate and finds a house. But Marla does not believe Roman lives there. So she looks around the house and finds it is his driver's house. She breaks into the garage and matches the number. Suddenly, the driver enters the garage and gets ready to leave. She manages to run away from there and gets back into the car and asks Fran to follow the car. The person arrives at Roman's office. Marla disguises herself. She enters the building, tells reception she has an appointment, and asks where the washroom is. She sneaks into the parking and asks Roman's driver where the lift is. While talking, she electrocutes him. Roman comes down at the lot and enters the car. When Marla knocks him out with an injection and electrocutes his guards who come to his rescue. She then drives and takes out the car. She then goes with Fran to an empty road. They stripped him and put her in the middle of the road. They inject him with another medicine and leave him there. In the morning, a passerby finds Roman and calls an ambulance. Roman wakes up with a tube in her mouth and Marla sitting in front of him. Marla says his real name is John Doe and the court appointed her as his legal guardian. She asks the nurse to free his mouth. She now tells him that now he needs to transfer $10 million to her account and she will free his mother and give him the diamond. But Roman threatens her, saying that he can still kill her. She replies she knows, but she will kill him if this goes on. Roman is impressed by her saying he will give her $10 million or she could be a business partner. With her talent and his connection, they can make an empire. She frees his mother and gives him the diamonds. She is now super rich with thousands of clients. She even features in magazines. One day, she gives a TV interview saying that she loves her work. She will continue to work. She now only just started. While getting out, Feldstrom comes there with a gun and shoots her, saying his mother is dead, and she did not let him meet her. Guard arrest him. Friend cries for help as Marla bleeds to her death. So this was the recap of the 2020 movie, I Care a Lot. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel and check out our other videos as well.